Alex Pereira has followed the trend of MMA champions calling out boxing stars, this time targeting the undisputed heavyweight champion, Alexander Usyk. During a recent appearance on the Jackson podcast, Pereira expressed his desire for a crossover boxing match, acknowledging Usyk's impressive skill set. Usyk has dominated his last 5 opponents, including Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Daniel Dubois. Pereira made it clear he's eager for the challenge despite his UFC contract. Boxing is something I really want, but you know I'm in a contract with the UFC. We know McGregor did it. I am the champ, so I'd like to fight a champ. So, Alexander Usyk, I feel that I could do really good, Pereira said. The MMA community reacted strongly to Pereira's challenge, with many skeptical about his chances in the ring against Usyk. Critics pointed out his struggles with lower-level boxers and questioned his footwork, doubting how he could compete against one of the most technically skilled heavyweights. Some even referenced his tough battle with Khalil Rountree as proof that a match against Usyk could be a mismatch, while others brought up his knockout loss to Israel Adesanya to further cast doubt on his boxing abilities. Despite having only one professional boxing match, a knockout win over a journeyman in 2017, Pereira has shown flashes of boxing talent through sparring footage with high-level opponents. Ahead of UFC 303, Pereira shared clips from his training, including a session with Demetrius McKenna, a fighter with a 22-1 record at the time. These clips demonstrated his control of distance, head movement, and counter-striking, although the sparring was fairly light. More recent footage from 2023, however, showed a more competitive exchange with Olympic-level boxer Kill Ko, who was undefeated at the time and now holds a 9-1 record. Meanwhile, Michael Bisping weighed in on Israel Adesanya's status in the middleweight division, suggesting that while Adesanya has lost to elite fighters like Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis, he's still a top contender. Bisping pointed out that Adesanya's recent losses don't diminish his skill level, noting that these kinds of setbacks don't define his legacy. Bisping also highlighted the personal challenges Adesanya has faced, which may have distracted him leading up to his loss against Strickland. Despite setbacks, Bisping emphasized that Adesanya remains a top fighter and that the idea of him becoming a gatekeeper in the division is far from reality.
Has Israel Adesanya been relegated to the status of gatekeeper? The reality is the man is only 35 years old and he's only losing to the top of the food chain people. Sean Strickland is fighting for the belt next week against Dricus du Plessis. They're the only 2 people to beat him. Yes, there's Alex Pereira, and yes, he got revenge. Against Sean Strickland did a masterful job of getting in his head. He just underestimated Sean Strickland, okay? He didn't see any world where Strickland could beat him. Certainly not on the feet. And we know Strickland typically just goes out and fights behind the jab. Well, that's not what he did. And also in his personal life, he was going through some stuff. He had some trouble with the police. The man was distracted. And then the next person was Dricus du Plessis. Dricus du Plessis is a tough fight for anybody. Is Israel Adesanya, has he now been relegated to a gatekeeper? Well, we're going to find out this weekend. Nasruddin Imavov is a tough test for anybody, okay? He's got world-class skills and he can do it all.
Weeks after his victory over Umar Nurmagomedov, Merab shared an intriguing story during an exclusive interview with Georgia's Setanta Sports. He recalled an interesting exchange with Umar days after their fight. According to Dvalishvili, Umar reached out to him with a request to take down a meme Merab had posted on Twitter. Merab explained that before their fight, he had posted the meme as part of the build-up, but after the fight, Umar apparently wasn't too pleased with it and asked him to remove it. This conversation shed light on the respect between the fighters, despite the intense rivalry leading up to their bout.